In the annals of religious history, few stories resonate as powerfully as the account of Abraham and Isaac on Mount Moriah. This ancient narrative presents one of humanity's most profound examinations of faith, obedience, and divine providence. Abraham had waited decades for the fulfillment of God's promise. At 100 years old, he finally received his son Isaac, the child through whom nations would be blessed. Yet, in a moment that would define the very nature of faith itself, God commanded Abraham to offer this beloved son as a sacrifice upon a mountain in the land of Moriah. The psychological weight of this divine request cannot be understated. Abraham faced an impossible contradiction between God's promise and God's command. How could the child of promise become the instrument of apparent destruction? Nevertheless, Abraham rose early the next morning, prepared the necessary materials, and began the 3-day journey with Isaac and 2 servants. The conversation between father and son during their ascent reveals the depth of Abraham's internal struggle. When Isaac innocently asked about the missing sacrificial lamb, Abraham's response carried both profound faith and heartbreaking uncertainty. "God will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." At the crucial moment, with Isaac bound upon the altar and Abraham's hand raised with the knife, divine intervention arrived. An angel called out, halting the sacrifice, declaring that Abraham had demonstrated his reverence for God by not withholding his only son. A ram, caught in nearby thickets, became the substitute offering. This narrative transcends its historical context to address universal themes of surrender, trust, and the relationship between human understanding and divine purpose. Abraham's willingness to proceed, despite not comprehending the full picture, established a paradigm of faith that continues to challenge and inspire believers across millennia, demonstrating that true faith often requires walking forward in darkness, trusting in promises that seem impossible to fulfill.